Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Washington Commanders and the LA Chargers.
For your Los Angeles Chargers.
Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic, and he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here with Hampton. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Makes it third and
He does
11.
a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third and 11. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that is incomplete. Marion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This fielded inside the 35. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Off the zone read, Daniels gonna hang on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for third and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 12. And a Washington first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately for the Commanders, one of their guys able to get back in there and retain possession.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off, that ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tressway to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Chargers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Johnny Newton on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
And the Chargers
17 yards, the gain there. First down, LA.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Herbert now on 1st down. That one out of the reach. Shove the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one.
The 23-yard line.
And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
34-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
17 yards on that play. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
Chargers first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
How
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
3rd and a yard. Now they'll pitch it out here. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
They'll go. It's Hampton. And he's going to have the Chargers first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs.
First down.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Conklin goes in motion. To throw is Herbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Now Herbert again. Pass to the left side, pulled in by Conklin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Coming free is Conklin. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. He'll try to run for it, and he will get into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers.
Waving back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Jeremy McNichols. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
1 yard gain.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
5 yards.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Just sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
And 10.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, but come down with the pick.
That look complete to Jalen Lane. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Has caught. That's Lane. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and that will lead to a second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Short one there, he's got Ertz. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he will score! Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Gay on for the extra point. After. He knocks it through, and the Commanders will level things out at 7 apiece. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Allen in motion. Throwing, Herbert. On the out, connected with Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Fair catch. Taken. And they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10.
The Commanders' offense and Deebo Samuel making their way out. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
I think the
10.
days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Washington.
Luke McCaffrey. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of
19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a run with McNichols. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Right side, hauled in by Samuel. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Commanders.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
I'll give on the ground. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
He was brought down at the
20-yard pickup there.
It's a gain
good
of 20.
For a Commanders first down.
Washington.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12.
Down by Justin Avoidby. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Second down and 8. They'll throw with Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. First and goal at the 2.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chargers 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Haskins now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up to second down.
10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 10
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Charger first down.
1st and 10 at the
So the hope is when you
41-yard
call
line.
these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Conklin goes in motion. On first down, Herbert. He'll find his tight end, Conklin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second
And this
8
is where the versatility of the tight end
line.
position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Left side, catch made by McConkey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's his 3rd catch in this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Herbert to the air again. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert to the air again. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker.
Extra point.
The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Samuel, going to see what he can do. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Washington takes
The
over
Commanders'
first and
offense.
10.
And their running back set to go once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is Daniel. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. First and 10. Now Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. To the air again is Daniels. He'll step up and run this. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Both teams look good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. The third quarter begins with a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
At the 31-yard line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The Commanders about to send this one away as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Chargers take over first and 10.
Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll begin with first and 10. Here's Hampton, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 9. To throw is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Omarion Hampton. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest of the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. They can pick it up on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will convert. Good job there. The drive continues at the 48.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. Exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
And 9.
Shotgun now for Herbert. To the middle of the field. He's got Johnston. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Chargers,
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Third down and 6
Quentin
yards
Johnston,
to go.
the man he was looking for on that one. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Conklin goes in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, Chargers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Kicker now for the extra point. It's up
The kick is
and
good.
through. And the Chargers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Samuel going to see what he can do. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Bud Dupree in there to make the stop.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 48-yard line.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll get it inside the 20. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
1st and goal.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead, it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
It is brought in the end zone. Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's left side and taken in by Allen. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Chargers.
Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards
on the play.
First down, L.A.
The Chargers, first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On the ground, Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9. Allen in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers.
A 51-yard
This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 24-21 lead.
21.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's a designed run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
Tackled by Derwin James. Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Quick throw, that's complete on the slant.
Complete.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Yards. First down, Commanders.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
They'll throw with Daniels. He's going to run it. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
Gain of 2.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. Forced out wide. A gain there of 20. First down, Washington.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Washington.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Complete to number 1.
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
And a Commander's first down.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A loss of a yard.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible. A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. But now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. No space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Taking up, and he's in! Touchdown. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now Gay for the extra point. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Haskins now to return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
23-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing now is Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hampton. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10.
The Commanders offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On first down, Daniels. A short one there, he's got Ertz. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
The tight end Ertz in motion. Up the middle they go. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Now a shot downfield for Samuel. That's caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 24.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Another run here with Hampton. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
One down the field, but it is incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. left side. Catch made by McConkey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Complete to McConkey. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll stick to the ground. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down picked up on the ground.
A 7-yard gain.
You know, how often do we see, Mike, in these third and short situations, there's so many bodies up near the line of scrimmage, and this back has his head down, hitting it so hard that sometimes he runs into that line, and sometimes he can come out that backside.
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. One incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game. Now the lineup, the onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
the Commanders offense, and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the give, it's McNichols. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. With McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That one is batted away, incomplete, no separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard
So now here comes
line.
the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Hey, we control the game.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston.
Pass complete to number 1, Quentin Johnston. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact the drive keeps going. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Conklin goes in motion. On first down, Herbert. Pass caught right side by Conklin. The Chargers will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. So it's a win here for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.